Popping up this week on Performance TV are some favorite flashbacks, like tweaking a Cummins Ram, getting rid of rust, and finding the right rod end. All next.
Welcome to this week's Performance TV. Hey, you've got a nice car or a motorcycle and you got it all clean and you want to take good care of it. Well, we've got a solution for you here today with our friends from Car Capsule. And Phil, you've got different options here.
Yep.
But the first one I want to start off with is we're looking at the one that Ferrari's in. That's an outdoor unit.
Right, that's our outdoor showcase. We came out with it about 6-8 months ago and it's in stock, ready to go. It's extremely strong. You know, these are 8-inch tubes, those are 10-inch tubes. You got a hip roof that sheds the water, sheds snow, sheds ice to a certain degree. It's rated a -30 below, cold crack tested.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's all the way up to 158 Fahrenheit UV rated and treated. So we've tested that PVC on our original car capsule now for close to 10 years, and some are still in use that long.
Well, it's a great unit, and plus, not only that, but you know, you could use it like an outdoor building almost if you needed to. You don't have to worry about a contractor or permits or taxes or anything like that. But this looks like a party going on in here with the showcase unit that you have, that we have our Corvette in. It's got a lot of great options.
Well, this is our new signature series, something we came out with, and it's got the checkerboard floor, comes with the LED light kit, white, clear, wider windows, and also comes with IntelliCharge, was our battery backup system.
Well, what I found really cool is how quickly the unit went up, and then it has a fan as well, which was really easy to install.
Yeah, this thing, the way you see it, out of the box in less than 5 minutes. Once it's fully up, you put the LEDs in there. The fan is Velcro. It adheres to the panel in 10 seconds.
Right.
Pop the filter on the outside. Close those doors. This unit pressurizes in less than 2 minutes. Once we achieve full pressurization, that's where all the magic happens, because continuous airflow, continuous air change of like environments will not condensate.
Yes.
And if you have no condensation, you have no mold, mildew, rust, corrosion. No dings, no dents, no dust, no dirt.
Yeah, and that's something else too, that, you know, with putting a vehicle in here with the floor and everything, you've made it with materials that are mildew resistant, and we don't have to worry about gas or oil or whatever dripping on it either.
No, the great thing about our PVC, it's whatever leaks out of that car is not going to hurt it. So whatever fluid's in that car, if it did leak, it's been tested thoroughly. That's all welded material on the bottom. That's not printed, so it's very durable.
I want to get to the IntelliCharger, which comes with, like you said, the LED lights. What makes this so special?
Well, for years people asked, you know, especially on our other models, the car capsule, you know, what happens if I lose power?
Right.
Or how can I use a battery charger? So we took that to heart and listened to our customers and came out with the IntelliCharge. The IntelliCharge you see is hooked up to the fan, and then this lead, you would use one of those leads or our cigarette lighter adapter and hook it up to your car. So while your car's in storage, now you're charging the battery. But the bonus comes in, if you lose power, it automatically switches over and it'll run this 12-volt fan off of your battery for up to 40 hours.
Up to 40 hours, or it wouldn't let it drop below 12.2.
Correct, and that's pretty much what you need to start a car. So when it senses the battery voltage at 12.2, it will shut off the fan. But it's very rare you lose power for 40 hours.
This is just such a great thing because it's very roomy. What's the size on this unit?
This is an 18 you're looking at, and we make these in 5 key sizes, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22. They're all 9'3" wide, kind of an odd size, because we give you an 8-foot door. 8-inch tubes, that's how it ends up being 9'3", and they're all 6'6" tall.
You know, be able to just drive right in, back right out, but you also have it so where you can unzip both sides.
Correct. So just imagine this door's closed, you close your garage door and you're like, oh, I forgot my sunglasses, or I want to get in and check the charger or hook it up. You've got 2 side doors, no matter which side it's positioned on. Open up that door, you walk in, it never collapses. You can see we're open and it's never going to collapse. It's the only touchless cover on the market. You
know, that, and we see the red LED lights.
Yep.
We just made it to match the car, but it does all the fun stuff. It comes with remote control. I mean, you got a party in the garage.
Yeah, you got pretty much a rainbow. You can pick what color you want, or you can put it on fade and it changes in and out. It's a conversation piece, and it's been well received.
Hey, Phil, give me an idea of how strong this is.
Well, as you can see, we piled up 100 pounds on that corner. And we could have kept on going, we just ran out of weights. So, I mean, over 100 pounds we've had on the corner, and it stands up. It's very, very durable, a lot stronger than people realize.
Wow, these are just two of the great units that are available from Car Capsule. You want to find out more, go to their website at carcapsule.com, and we'll have more Performance TV right after this.
Performance TV is brought to you by Steel Rubber Products, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Custom Auto Sound, the originator of classic car OEM fit radios since 1977. And by RockAuto.com, all the parts your car will ever need.
Not only is it a huge pet peeve of mine, but also it's a safety issue, and that is if you have lights out on your vehicle, whether it's your tail light, your turn signal light, or your reverse light, like we have on our Chevy here today. So it's so simple to change them. Sometimes you don't realize that they're out. So for an example, if you happen to be by yourself and you're lucky enough to have a garage, you'll be able to see the reflection in your garage door. You can check out all of your rear lights. So this one's so easy to change. Not all of them are. We're just gonna go ahead and pop it out because you really want to avoid, people not knowing what direction you're going so they don't run into you. Take that out. And it's so inexpensive to do, to make sure that you are lit up. And there are some states where you need to get things like this tested out, checked, safety inspections. So you want to make sure that that is what you're doing and other drivers know what your intentions are. Simple as that.
Eric from Stealth Performance Products has joined us in the past, and he is back. Eric, diesel trucks, a lot of torque from the factory, but everybody always wants more. You guys have got a solution, and we've got a Dodge Ram that is looking for it. What do you got?
Exactly. So these Cummins right here, they're plagued by the dead pedal feel, and they have plenty of power down low that you just need to tap into with one of these modules. So they're designed to be very easily installed by the customer. You can just plug it in real quick, you remove it before service, there's no footprint left behind. It doesn't raise exhaust gas temperatures, you don't need any other modification, and it's very affordable.
And it is an in-line module. Explain that again.
What happens is it doesn't actually make any changes to the computer. So like a typical tuner plugs in through the OBD2 port and it's going to just reflash it, and if something were to happen, it would be catastrophic. Where something like this, it's in-line, so it's just manipulating a signal under the hood. Our pulse width module for the Cummins, it literally can't cause any harm if it tried.
Obviously, torque and horsepower, but also drivability, very important.
Oh yeah, big time. So what we do is we bring the power down low where you actually need it. It takes it from a 2-stroke power curve and makes it more like a 4-stroke. So that means most people see better mileage. It really helps pulling hills, holding gears better, and just all around drivability. Put a smile on your face.
Well, let's get started on the install. I think the Dodge might be a little more challenging than our Chevrolet was.
Yeah, I mean, even this one, with it being the most difficult to install, it still only takes, a minute or two. So these come with the big connectors back here in the back. It's just in line with your fuel injection harness. So right there, that's the hardest part. You just plug this in line.
Look at that. And you're connected.
Yep, that's one. And then there's another one up here.
And of course, we're going to take this thing out on the road and try it out.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so we'll take these two, they tie right into the battery. And one of the best parts about this module on this application is there's a perfect little pocket right here. So you don't have to worry about mounting it and anything permanent. You just plug it in, you drop it in here, and you take the switch. It comes with a wire long enough where you could run it up under the dash, which is great if you plan on leaving it in there if you're out of warranty. But if you plan on taking it out before service, then you can just plug it in here and you tuck it in right next to the module. And the benefits of having the switch is you can see what works best for you. If you want all-out power, turn it all the way up. you know, if maybe mileage is what you're after.
No, I want all-out power, baby.
Yeah,
That's what I want. I want all-out power.
Crank it right up and we'll run it.
We're out driving our Dodge Ram. The stealth module is in the truck, and I got to tell you, Eric, I can feel it right away. Big power. Now, what setting are we on?
We're on the high setting right now. I'd say that's the best if you want all-out power. If you're looking for more efficiency and mileage, then maybe medium's better for you.
Well, that is great, and I like the big power. And I can feel the mid-range torque you talked about. That gives me the ability to just give some pedal and I get some power.
Exactly, yeah. See, that's where you actually get it during normal driving situations. It's all about just being able to roll into the throttle and the power's right there as you need it.
That is exactly the point. And people love their diesels. They got to have power. Again, though, you want to, sometimes you're in the city streets, sometimes you're in traffic. It's not always about pulling a lot of weight.
Exactly. So you don't have to worry about EGTs. You can pull it out before you go in for service. There's no footprint left behind. It's a great solution for the 99% that are actually using their truck for work every day.
For more information, check out their website. It is very, very cool. We're going to keep on cruising, and we'll be back with more Performance TV after this.
Performance TV coming from Borla Commerce Park.
Welcome back to Performance TV. I'm Kathy Fisher, along with my partner in crime, Joe Costello.
All you restoration guys and machine shop owners, listen up. We all know rust is the enemy. In fact, we hate it. And of course, we've got some parts here that are covered in rust, and we're going to do our best to clean them up. Well, Paul is here from Rust Release. Paul is coming from a different industry altogether with a new technology. Paul, where are you coming from?
Well, I've been selling this product to many tube and pipe manufacturing companies to derust their bars and pipes in-house, so they don't have to send them out for sandblasting or pickling. And it's typically half the price of sandblasting and pickling. So that's what I'm bringing to the automotive industry.
The only other industry that hates rust more than the pipe guys, I'm sure. And you're not just offering an opportunity to derust parts and pieces at home. You're offering an entrepreneurial opportunity, maybe for those shop guys. They got a corner,
right,
and maybe can make a little money from their customers who need rust removed.
Exactly.
Now, there's a lot of rust removers out there. Why is Rust Release new and better?
It seems to work a lot faster, and it lasts a lot longer than other products on the market, but it's also safe.
Safe is very important. What about plastics? You know, there's parts that it's half metal, half plastic.
It does not hurt plastic. It doesn't affect paint.
Now, over here on our torque converter, boy, this thing is pretty nasty, but the gel seems to be going right into it. Should we have a look?
Yeah, why not?
Let's see. We've got our little Scotch-Brite pad, and immediately, it's like rocking a little bit. We can start to see, just seconds, it's already cutting into the rust.
Absolutely. I typically put just a little bit more on here. Give that about another minute or so, and the rust should be completely gone.
Well, I can't wait. We're going to tackle some big parts and see exactly how they turn out. These parts were rusty and almost unsalvageable, but just hours in the tank. Paul, let me tell you, I am very impressed. The pedal set, this was what I was most excited to see because we've got the very dramatic look there. This is exactly what we're talking about. People with shops, all of a sudden they've got something that's ready to go back in the car.
Absolutely. Just remember to take the items out when the rust is gone, and you're going to be able to clean hundreds and hundreds of items with this Rust Release.
It's really an amazing product. The results speak for themselves. But hey, this is not all you have at rustrelease.com.
No, we also have a product called Oil Terminator, and this product just absorbs 8 times more oil than oil dry. It's very cost effective, and it's going to work great in job shops and machine shops.
Yeah, you did a really cool demonstration with some oil on our shop floor here at Performance TV. First, standard oil dry, basically kitty litter, and then the Oil Terminator. You can see immediately the Oil Terminator really soaks in, whereas the standard stuff just kind of spreads the oil around. The Terminator, look at that. Absorbing it, cleaning it, much easier to dispose of, whereas the standard stuff, just garbage, frankly. What are you going to do with that? Let's oil terminate the rest of it. Very cool product. Hit the website if you want to find out more information at rustrelease.com. Sometimes the most innovative tools
are the simplest ones, like this magic creeper right here. The idea, it's a piece of material, but it enables you to do many different things in many different locations. Now we're going to check the exhaust flange on this F-150, but imagine you're on the side of the road, there's rocks, there's gravel, and you need to do something under a vehicle. Magic creeper enables you to do that. Plus, it fits easily into the vehicle as well. You can just stow it wherever you happen to be. Now that is cool. Now, for my money, the idea that I can get under this F-150 so easily, take my tool with me, and go under and check the exhaust, just like this, just too cool. Now, we've been having a little bit of an exhaust leak on this bad boy, so we want to make sure that this flange is tight. So, with the magic creeper, we can move around, we can change our angle, and we gain the extra couple of inches of being actually on the ground. Oh, there it is. That's our exhaust leak right there. And now we're good. Got to keep those exhaust flanges tight. Now, if you had to roll over a tool, or if there was a crack or a bump or something in your way, the magic creeper goes right over it. And to me, that is what is the genius of the product. Simplicity. You're just sliding around. And if you get right on the edge, you can go all the way in. It's just wonderful to work on. The idea that something so simple can do so many things, I absolutely love it. But it's not just a creeper. There are many different things you can do, and we're going to head over to Kathy to find out more.
Magic Creeper is not only cool for people getting underneath vehicles, but helping people move large items, heavy items, like our tire that we have here with the wheel on it, or maybe you have mulch or bags of rocks or whatever in the back of your vehicle. You can move it in and you can move it out. That easy. Magic Creeper, hey, it only weighs 3 pounds. So you can put it anywhere you need. It's made out of very durable material that's going to be hard to puncture. You're also going to be dry when you're using this. Like Joe being underneath the vehicle earlier, had he been outside, he wouldn't have had to have worried about being wet. You can roll over any type of material and not really have to worry about it. Something else, when you're out on the road, you may have to worry about having an emergency. You know what? Magic Creeper has you covered there as well. They have a complete emergency kit that they have put together, so you don't have to think about, do I need this? What about that? To put your own kit together. Gloves, lights. You also have your jumper cables. There are screwdrivers in here. All kinds of things that you just might need out on the road, and they even think about you staying dry there as well. Got a raincoat in here. You can order this with or without the Magic Creeper, and you can find it all on their website at magiccreeper.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll have a whole lot more Performance TV coming up right after this.
Performance TV is brought to you by Stage 8 Fasteners, home of the world's best locking header bolt. Proudly made in the USA. Go to stage8.com. SEALSKIN Covers, ultra tough covers, manufactured direct. Quick Draw brand, parts you want but haven't found until now. And by Clamp Tight, the clamp making tool.
Performance TV has been on the air for a long time. I love to look back. Let's check out a classic moment.
Whether it's a go-kart, late model, sprint car, drag car, or off-road like our rock crawler we have here, Rod End Supply has something for you. And Bob Douglas, thank you for joining us here today. You do everything from what we're seeing here to even going into space.
Yes, we make a wide variety of products for a wide variety of applications.
Absolutely. And as we've seen before, but I want to remind folks, the principle behind what makes Rod End Supply work so well, last so long, and keep the dirt out.
Yes. What we do is we have a one-piece body. The ball is inserted into the slot, and then we injection mold the nylon fiber material around the ball. It keeps the dirt out. It's self-cleaning, self-lubricating, doesn't beat out like a Teflon liner would. And it doesn't get really loose and free like a two-piece type rod end.
Right, like, you know, like some of the stuff that we've seen on our rock crawler we have in here today. I mean, this is bad.
Very bad.
And you have something for all different types of applications. Like we even mentioned some of the ones, you have a lot to choose from in your catalog, but you have a lot of one-offs that you've done special for companies as well.
Yes, we've done quite a few different one-off pieces before. We make a part for the NASCAR industry, which uses our nylon fiber construction but it's got a high misalignment ball in it that we developed by pressing stainless steel spacers in it that do not come out. We've also done some other things. This happens to be a part that we made for the SpaceX program, and this goes on their rockets.
Wow, like I said, even going into space. But speaking of space, this thing likes to try to get through specific spaces and crawl around on rocks. Hey, why don't you go over there, Bob, and see if Tommy could use a little help and get some expertise on changing those out.
Hey, Tommy, how you doing?
Doing good. I got things loosened up. I just want to break this jam nut loose before I pull it out. Makes it a lot easier. There we go. All right, got that loose, so it'll be easy to get it off once we get the bar out of there. Now, the key to making the suspension work well, the rod end's got to move. Everything's got to work and move smoothly, and rod ends can be a big factor of that, can't they, Bob?
Absolutely.
We got to pull this nut off, and then we're ready to take that out. What I like is you don't have to disassemble everything to change the rod ends. All right, we're getting there.
Need any more help over there, Tommy?
Oh, we're just about there. We go.
Ah, okay.
Fell right out. All right, all we gotta do is pull this bar down and spin this out, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Boy, it is a little worn out, isn't it?
Now, the high misalignment spacers that we're using in that is the stainless steel.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull them out while I put it in, make it easier so I don't lose them.
Yeah. The ones that came out of there were a mild steel, which they work as well too. The stainless steel doesn't rust, which makes it nice.
All right, we'll put these back in there, slide it up, and put our bolt back in. Well, yeah, we're close.
I'm gonna say it looked like it was starting to go. So.
Yeah, zip in there. Look at that, fell right in.
All right.
All right, we'll put our nut and washer back on here. Then once I get it all tightened up, I'll tighten the jam nut, right?
Good idea.
Get it all on there, all right. Now, I'm gonna run this jam nut down, tighten it up, make sure everything swivels good, nice and free.
Right.
Before we finish tightening, right?
Yep. And then we can always replace the other end too.
That's going to do it for this edition of Performance TV, but don't worry, we'll be back next week. And hey, if you've got a product you'd like featured on our show, email sponsors@masterstv.com. See you next time.